Here is another quick 9 playthrough here on the channel for you all. The date and the divisions, of course, shown on screen in the thumbnail. Remember to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. Timestamps in the description down below, and remember the replays here are from old tournaments, so use the old ball attribute levels, which have now, of course, doubled. Hope you're enjoying Quick 9. Good luck, and remember to tweak according to your clubs and balls and wind angles. Here we go. We have very nice tailwind on the drive. So I'm playing with the rock, no move target. So don't touch the target until you come to adjust your rings. 3 bars top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left with a katana. Make sure you got your club and your ball pre-selected before you start the hole. Max plus 10 is the adjustment. If you're using the rock level 7, I would recommend you push up about 1.5 rings to 2 rings after adjusting, just to compensate for the lack of distance. Curl to the left as shown, ball touching the outside wall of the adjustment ring. And then we're going to hit perfect, and we want here somewhere around 330 to 336 or 37. Second shot, very good chance with the rough bump here. 4 top spin and then side spin to the right as needed to get the ball guide to the hole. Usually going to be 2 bars, but if you've gone a little bit further on your drive, you'll maybe need 2.2 or 2.5 right spin. So start with 4 top and then 2 right, and then tweak if you need to. This shot I'm playing mid distance minus 10% elevation. So mid minus 10 is the adjustment here. Hitting perfect, and this one will bounce very, very nicely into the rough. And then the camera stays zoomed out so we know we're going to be close or in, and we just sneak this one in on the left edge for a lovely eagle. Here we have cross tailwind from left to right. So going with the Kingmaker and the Grizzly, once again at max distance, bottom right of the white ring touching the rough with Grizzly level 7 or 8. And we're going here with just under 1 bar of top spin, so just a click away from 1 bar of top spin. Adjustment max plus 10, try and adjust as accurately as possible if you're going to pull your rings. However, I do suggest you might be able to be more accurate if you push rings instead due to the slope. Hit perfect, and this one is going to have a decent chance of dropping, catches the slope here, takes the curve on the green, and then hits the pin and drops beautifully for a hole in one. Playing with the Titan ball, we have very, very nice tailwind here. Half of the red ring inside the rough on the left, and obviously if you're using extra mile 6 or 7, then you'll be 2 yards further up than this. I'm at plus 6, you will be at plus 8, and obviously you can adapt if you're using different drivers. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, maximum distance, 10% elevation is the adjustment here, and then we do want to hit perfect, and we just want to take this ball up towards the top left corner of the next piece of fairway. Can sometimes get a bit of a dead bounce here, but 9 times out of 10 you will be okay, and you're looking for around 370 yards. Second shot, because of the tailwind and we're getting a good distance on the drive, we can use the Grizzly here. Obviously if you're worried about having a short drive, then use the Goliath instead, but a little bit of top spin needed. And if you are using Grizzly, top of the yellow ring touching the rough, and then we're going to play true club distance plus 10% elevation. So obviously if you do have a shorter drive and you're at max, then you will play it max plus 10, but obviously do take some slider off for every yard you are further back from max. You'll see here with spin added, I'm aiming to the left side of the cup. That is deliberate based on the shots that I've made already with this wind angle. So true club distance, 10% elevation, little bit of top spin, and then hit perfect, and you've got a very nice chance of getting this one in the hole for a beautiful albatross. In this example here, we do have very nice tailwind, so it's a navigator and we can play with the Grizzly. We're going to be playing with 2 bars top spin and half a bar of side spin to the left. Top of the white ring just before the bunker there, and like before with this hole, it is important to get the offset correct. Here my recommendation would be, once you've added the spin, have the tip of the ball guide just before the column of light green squares. You are going to need to offset this one. As you can see there, it is offset left of pin. Very, very difficult to see. Use a couple of practice tokens, get a feel for where you need to offset this shot. Adjustment max plus 10. Then we hit perfect. Speed is very good here. However, we just need to refine our landing position ever such a small amount. Just missing a quarter of a square, if that, to the left. Going with Titan because I want maximum wind possible with a power 3 ball. 6 bars top spin, 1 bar side spin to the right, setting up at max distance with the extra mile level 8. And you'll see there the right edge of the yellow ring is touching the rough on the right. Adjustment here, max plus 10. So maximum distance, 10% elevation. Then I'm going to push up 1 ring from the tee. 1 ring only. And the reason is I want to go with max overpower with a slow needle. So this is, as I call it, a slow overpower shot. Easier to hit perfect, and we're going to get the extra distance as well. Perfect ball away, and this is going to bounce on the fairway. Second bounce in the rough, and we will roll out as well. Apply 1 bar of backspin here, and because we have tailwind angle, I do want to set slightly further back from the pin. So with thorn level 8, the ball guide just before the cup here, it does come in a little bit hot though, so I would recommend backing up just a smidge on this one. I will be playing this one true distance of club, 10% elevation. In this example, I'm pretty sure we are absolutely between min and mid, so this is going to be around 25% slider. Hitting perfect, and this one does stand a good chance of dropping. As you can see, the line is pretty good there. What we're looking at here is crosswind with a little bit of headwind, sadly, so I'm not going to go for any power hooks. We're going to lay up with the extra mile. Spins here, we're going with 4 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, looking at the red ring, touching the rough on the left, plus 2 yards with the extra mile level 8, obviously, plus 4 if you're playing with extra mile 6 or 7. A little bit of curl to the left, edge of the ball touching the outer wall of the adjustment ring. And then we hit perfect, and we want to get this ball down the fairway and roll towards the rough very nicely there. Anywhere around here is going to be absolutely fine. Somewhere between 340 and 343. Second shot, we are going to count rings from min here. And this is something that you may not have done before, but it is very useful for judging distance. I go 5 at a time to count my rings from min, and I'm counting the rings from min until I can see the top left of the blue ring by the fringe and the white ring touching the bunker. Once I'm at that position, I'm adding spin, getting the ball guide to the hole. I've counted up, I believe, 14 rings in this example, which is probably going to be about where it is. And 13 or 14 rings is going to equal around 35% on the slider. In this video here, I use 25% elevation. However, it is over-adjusted slightly, so I would recommend, as a general rule here, to play this wood club approach with 20% elevation instead. You will see this one just missing right, but it has a good landing position and a nice speed for the albatross attempt on this par 5. Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there, over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join, there are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash. So if you are in tournament, start with a power 4 ball. Find the min line with the power 4 ball, blue ring touching the rough on the left. Then we're going to switch to a katana, and then we're going to add spins. 3.2 backspin, 3 bars, side spin to the right. So 3.2 backspin, 3 right spin. And then here we are going max distance, 10% elevation. Max plus 10. Once we've done that, we are going to take our shot, but as always, or indeed most of the time with this hole, we do need a little bit of curl, especially playing from left side of the bunker, and you'll see here that I am adding some curl to the right edge of the ball, halfway into the wall of the adjustment ring to the right. We hit perfect here. This is not a money shot by any means, but this adjustment will get you close if it doesn't get you in. So for the drive here, I am going to use 6 bars of topspin. It does help greatly with this hole, especially for the second shot. But obviously, if you don't have 6 bars of topspin, then play with 4.5. Aim in the centre of the strip of the fairway with your topspin and 3 bars side spin to the right, which is why I'm using a kingmaker. Now we are going to go with 1 ball of curl to the right, and because we adjusted into overpower and down into a lower point, I am going to go with a little bit of overpower. So perfect away, we are going to land right where we want to, and we want to try and get a good bounce and gain as much distance as possible here. Obviously, if you don't have 6 bars topspin, you're going to be further away on your second shot. It's going to be with the thorn most likely, and as you can see here, I am working out my distance of club, and we are going to be between mid and max distance here on average with 6 bars of topspin. If you don't get the roll on the drive, you'll probably be closer to max distance of your short iron. So that's why I say work out your club distance, because it will vary depending on the wind and also what roll and topspin you get on your drive. So we're going to go with 4 bars of backspin, and I want to be bouncing on the fringe. Aim at the pin, but make sure you do not leave the ball guide short, because of the headwind that we've got here. It will compress the ball guide. Here I am playing in between medium and maximum distance with a 10% elevation. And then of course we want to try and hit perfect. We're right on 0, but we do get it away on time, and the backspin grabs it very nicely and it drops right before the pin for a lovely eagle. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. We see here we do have predominantly headwind, so going with the extra mile and a kingmaker just to cut the wind down. 4.5 bars top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left is what I'm doing here. Half of the red ring inside the rough at plus 3 yards with the extra mile 8. Obviously that will be plus 5 with the extra mile level 7. Adjustment max plus 10. Then we're going to take our shot, no curl or anything here, just standard shot, focus on hitting perfect. And that we do, and we're just looking to get this ball up towards the top left corner of this piece of fairway. Anywhere around here going to be absolutely fine. 344 yards will do very nicely. Second shot, I'm playing with the big dog here just because I wanted to make sure that I'm going to reach without going into overpower. We also do need a good amount of topspin, which is why I chose the big dog on this occasion. So I'm going with 7 topspin. I do think slightly less will clear as well, but it is untested. 7 topspin, 3 right spin, and setting up there just before the top corner of this piece of fairway here. And then we're going to make our adjustment, mid plus 10, and then going with a good amount of curl to the right, about a ball and a half here, but just replicate this very carefully. This is a technical shot, and obviously you do want to be hitting perfect using this wood club. But we bounce on the corner, we want to just clip the rough there and roll out onto the green for a very nice putt for eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.